Hey guys, what's going on? So this is part 2 of our video, how to win friends and influence people. These are ideas and key points that we've got from Dale Carnegie's classic, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Highly recommend you read it. It'll totally, revolutionize how you build and create relationships. Okay, so in this section, we're going to start off with, how to win people to your way of thinking. This is more on the influencing side now. So there are many points. I'm actually not going to go over every one of them, because you can read them, and some of them are self-explanatory. Although it is important that you get a better understanding, so that's why we highly recommend you read the book. Okay, so one of the key ones I want to highlight is the beginning one, though. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it, because the argument is not going to solve anything. There's no way it's going to solve anything, and even if you win an argument, do you understand that you still lose? Because you're not going to get what you want through an argument. Because when you get into an argument, and even if you win logically, what it does, it hurts the person's pride, which is something very important to human beings. And when you hurt the person's pride, chances are they're not going to be able to swallow it and give you what you want, right? Even if you're right. So that's why there are better ways of handling an argument. An argument is truly unnecessary. And the next 3 points helps you avoid an argument. You want to show respect. Never just say you're wrong, because you want to think and give respect to the other person's opinions, and you want to begin in a friendly way. Okay, even if they're flat out wrong in your mind, you could be like, "Hey, look, so and so. That's an interesting way to think about it. I thought it was this, da 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 da. What do you think?" See, when you begin in this friendly way, it almost like disarms people. They're ready to fight, and their whole bodies tense. They're ready to just give it to you. But when you begin in a friendly way like that, they're kind of thrown aback. It's unless they're a real jerk, you're not. They're most human beings. They're not going to want to argue, because you're not arguing. There's no argument to begin with, because you're beginning in a friendly way, and that's called a conversation. Okay, and if you're wrong midway, admit it quickly. You're going to gain respect and build a much stronger relationship. And finally, you know, um, you want to get people to say yes, yes immediately. Just ask questions where they get to say where they're agreeing with you. Ask questions where they're agreeing with you, because it's subconscious in their mind gets them into the flow of agreeing with you when they say yes, 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 like that. Okay. Let's see. Appeal to nobler motives. This one you may not understand. What this means is, as human beings, we all want to feel like we are helping people in some way. Um, you know, uh, so when you appeal to their noble motives, which is, for example, hey, buy our stuff and we give a percentage to the orphanage. That's like a noble motive. Then people buy it because they part of them want to be noble, to be helpful, and give to people and give back. And so when you appeal to nobler motives like that, it's a very subtle and strong motivation. Next, you want to dramatize your ideas. This one, got me confused for a little bit, but what it means is that when you want to get people to think your way, you need to paint a bigger picture. You need to paint a solid, vivid description in their mind. TV does it, movies do it, so you should do it. For example, in the book, there's this one man. He wanted to go sell, I believe, washing machines. I don't know, to some person who had a dry cleaner or something like that. And the person at the dry cleaner, the owner of the dry cleaner, did not want to purchase new washing machines. However, the salesperson says, "Hey, look, listen. If you keep on using these old washing machines, you're literally losing pennies a day, pennies a second, or something like that." Here's the key point. This one I'm not gonna forget. The way he painted the vivid description in the owner of the dry cleaner is, while he said he was losing pennies, I forget if it was a day or seconds, he dropped pennies on the floor. So this dramatized his, I guess, his pitch in a way, and because of this, the owner of the dry cleaners completely replace all of the washing machines. You know, um, another store. It was also in the book. Another example in the book. There was a store, they were selling, I believe, rat poison, et cetera, et cetera. And the way they dramatized the idea is they had live rats in the window display for the rat poison. This dramatized idea sold out. So that's the process of dramatizing your idea. Okay, you just gotta be a little bit creative with that. Okay, and finally, everything else is pretty self-explanatory, I'd say. Definitely take a moment to read over these. If you want, we actually wrote out all of these points in our blog, larryandperry.com. It's going to be in the link below, so you can just go and check it out, download it, print it, put it by your table, and start applying these ideas. Okay, so finally, you want to be an effective leader. Being an effective leader, how do you do it? You want to begin with praise and honest appreciation. Um, that when you appreciate them, people feel good about themselves. People feel good themselves. Nobody likes to be criticized, like one of the beginning rules I said. And when you match that with honest praise and appreciation, it's going to motivate people to appeal to you. It's going to motivate people to want to do better for you. Okay, you want to call attention to people's mistakes indirectly because you don't want to hurt their pride. You want to just do it on the side, just kind of like say something, say compliments, say what they did right, etc., and then just as like almost like an added note, tell them what they did wrong, and express mild disappointment to it. And when you're somebody that's been giving them a praise, appreciation, honestly, they're going to want to appeal to you, and they'll definitely think about it. Okay, and talking about your own mistakes before criticizing other lowers their guard to accepting your criticism, because sometimes it's necessary to criticize. But how do you criticize? Because everybody hates criticism. You talk about your own mistakes first, and then when you're criticizing them, you guys are on the same level. You guys both make mistakes, so they know that. Because oftentimes when we criticize people, it's like, oh, we're better than them, but we're not. So we want to talk about our own mistakes first, and this will make the criticism much more accepted. Okay. These are pretty self-explanatory. This one's very important. Praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Right? This keeps the ball rolling. This keeps the ball rolling. And when we oftentimes we just when somebody messes up, we make sure they know. And when they do something good, we don't tell them. What's up with that? You know, and this is why so many parents are ineffective at motivating their kids to do anything, because that's what always happens. They point out and pick out all the bad things, and then all the good things they never say anything about. Okay, so definitely keep that one in mind. Okay, so guys, this is the end of this short training. I hope you apply these rules because they'll totally change your life. I've been applying them and I've just seen results nearly instantly. It's unbelievable. So what you want to do is you actually want to go visit our site where these two videos are originally posted. It's going to be on our website, larryandperry.com. And what you want to do is you want to copy and paste and print out all these points, so that way you can start applying them daily and keeping them in front of you. Okay, guys? And of course, read the book. Just read the damn book. Okay, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. If you want to be a good network marketer, you need to know how to build relationships and be a good leader, obviously. But most people don't know how to do that. So definitely read the book, start changing, change fast, and let's find success. All right, guys? So visit our website. It's going to be in the link below. Print out all these points. Keep it somewhere you see every day and start improving, changing one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. And then definitely come back and comment, because you're going to see phenomenal results. Okay, guys?